Yep, got everything. We good. Alright, y'all know the drill. Wait for the 2-minute mark. I'm pulling chat up on my phone. I haven't loaded the game up yet because y'all need to see the glory that is the intro stuff. Well, send that message out on Discord. Okay, good. Chat's working on me phone. Got less than a minute left. Everything working right, should be. Oh, less than 30 seconds. In fact, we're actually at the 15-second mark. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Intro time. Welcome everybody to the Friday night one-off, where this time around we're doing 60 seconds. I'm going to be playing the re-atomized version. Now, I didn't load the game up already because guess what? I want y'all to see this intro shit in its full glory. No, the game is called 60 Seconds. The stream will not last 60 seconds. Look at this intro screen. You hear that cheerful, happy music. It's wonderful, you know. I mean, here we see the house of the typical 1950s suburban American family. You know, right in the middle of the Red Scare. Or guess what? The actual main menu screen does shit. I love it. Yeah, doesn't everything seem so happy and cheerful? Let's ruin it with nuclear annihilation. Oh, the music is perfect. Now we're gonna start with the tutorial, then I'll actually go and do like the other game modes and stuff. There's the scavenge mode, there's survival mode, and then there's apocalypse. Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course, didn't you know the typical American suburban family used to have a tank in their yard? Not anymore. The government decided to take away all those. Let's start with the tutorial so you guys get an idea of how the game is played. Learn all about how to scavenge and survive in the event of a nuclear apocalypse. This tutorial is 100% approved by the establishment. Let's go. Radio, keep up with the world even after it ends. An atomic adventure awaits. Welcome to your atomic scavenge drill. Hold the grab key to skip my words, but every time you do, the Reds will drop an extra nuke. No time to waste. Get moving ahead of the mark in front of you. Oh, look, there's one of our kids. You want a tank? I mean, you can make one. Good. Go to the next yellow axe, which is in the living room. Why do we have a random soup can in our living room? Timmy! Timmy, you leaving your trash in the living room again? Find Timmy. Timmy, you've been leaving your trash in the living room again. Timmy. Timmy, you've been doing it again. What are we talking about? Ah, shit. Sorry, son. Didn't mean to step on those. Family comes first. Grab Timmy. Because our goal with this sort of stuff is to grab our family and make sure they make it. Get the kids and the wife in there. Where's the wife? There she is. Reading a book, drinking some coffee. Find the soup can. Good, the soup is where it's supposed to be, in the kitchen. Hey, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Well, at least I'm not going to stop you. Water bottle, water bottle. Find the highlighted water bottle. Find it, find it, find it. It's around here somewhere. I swear if it's Timmy's trash water bottle. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Well, it carries so much. Every item weighs at least one slot. So means toss whatever I got in my pockets in the shelter. Mary Jane, is now the time to be doing this. We're doing an atomic survival drill. It's a good chance they'll survive the fall. You okay down there, son? You okay down there, kiddo? Great, can I grab the rest of my family now, Sergeant? Find the radio, grab it. Can I please grab the rest of my family? I gotta get my beloved wife and my lovely daughter who thinks now is the perfect time to practice the tuba. It's a tuba. Great, can I please get my kids so we can stop the sound? I'm trying to skip his dialogue. It's not letting me do it. Click the items in the next 60 seconds, because that's the exact amount of time we have, and it's usually the amount of time that we used to have for in the case of an actual nuclear attack. Alright, there! It stopped! It's over! She stopped! Wait, fuck, did we let her take the tuba with her? Right. Honey! In the shelter! Get the checkerboard. Get the soup, get the water. Get the... No room for the gun! Get more soup! Hold on! Had to answer a message in the group chat. Parents think I stole something from my sister. I did not. Grab the gun. Pointless out ammunition, but you know what? Sometimes people can't tell if a gun's loaded or not by looking at it straight away. Shit. Padlock. Got the book. Got the gun. Suitcase. Map. I said map. Do I have enough to grab anything else? Probably not. Let's go. Training is far from over. Now we gotta lock ourselves in here until this guy decides to let us out. Because that's how the tutorial works. Gas mask! Bad smell, toxic fog, just put on a gas mask and keep enjoying life. Day 1 of the next part of the tutorial. You made it to the shelter, congratulations, but the drill's not over yet. You'll end up here with whatever and whoever you brought with you, nothing else. You'll need to make... Excuse me. You'll need to make the most of it. In the next few days, we'll teach you how to survive down here while the world outside burns. Explore and interact with your surroundings. You can always find out useful things about your shelter and its inhabitants when your survival journal is not opened yet or hidden. First things first, we must ration food and water. If you don't wine and dine yourself and the folks you brought with you, you can bet your bottom dollar none of you will ever see the light of a day again. As long as you have food and water available, ration it out to a given person by selecting a picture of the can or bottle under their portrait, or, or instantly ration out both by clicking on the character's image. Of course, you might save your supplies for later, but a normal person can only survive 4 days without water. As to food, the longer you deny your people rations, the weaker they will get and might eventually get sick. If you manage to cure them, it will take you quite a few cans and a lot of time to replenish their strength. So, keep everything on a 4-day system. Every 4th day, give them food and water. It's just on day 1, so on day 4, we're gonna feed and water these people. This is your first day down here, you'll need to get used to your surroundings. Believe me, ventilation hum can drive anyone nuts if you don't occupy yourself with something to do. Get some decent rest and we'll carry on tomorrow. Nighty-night. And a cat's busted open my door. Good morning, survivalists. Have you slept well? Bed's comfy enough? No? Well, better get used to it since you'll be staying here for a while. Feeding water? I don't know. Honestly, I'm trying to talk as fast as like most radio announcers would during this time. We'll start today's activities with rationing since you need to do it every day, but after that we will move on to something else. Got your attention? Good. Now listen, there is a risk you will run out of supplies eventually. Everything can be useful, but food and water are critical to your survival. If they're gone, you'll be gone sooner than you can say corn dog. Practice shooting your gun. We have no ammo. I didn't find the ammo. The most we could do is wave it around and pretend it's loaded and hope that scares somebody off. So sometimes you'll need to send people to the surface to bring in more supplies. You do this by preparing an expedition a day before it actually departs. Be careful though, tired survivors can never be a part of an expedition. Today we will skip preparations, jump directly into sending someone brave outside. Ted seems to be doing alright even though the world has gone to crappy place. Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. We don't know where she hid the tuba. And a cat's opening my door again. I will block the door. No more interruptions. Dolores is fine and well, as much as anyone can be fine and well in this tiny shelter. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Not the 4th day. No food, no water. Hey, tiny fishies, how are you doing? We're gonna send Dolores out. Sending people out into the wasteland is no walk in the park. Do it too early or without a gas mask, and then you can bet it's a suicide mission for them. Send healthy and well-fed people. Sick, hurt, or crazed people are more likely to perish out there. You can send one person at a time. Let's give it a try. This time you will need to send someone out. But if you ever want to skip a trip to the surface, don't select anyone. You missed the intro, but don't worry, we're gonna hear more of our daughter's glorious tuba playing later. So the drill, so your explorer will come back after a little while, but in an event of a real apocalypse, they might be gone for a couple of days. In the meantime, you'll be faced with other problems that will test you to the limits. I'm talking about making decisions that can even break the best of the men's moral spine. We'll see what clay you're made of, but first, ration your food and water. We don't want anyone starving now. Dolores on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. They're complaining about it, but they should be good till tomorrow. They should be good for tomorrow. I'm an army man, so I don't know a second thing about imagination. You can probably use yours now. Picture this scenario. Come across your kid's hamster who's in some bizarre way found its way to the shelter. The kids are obviously going to love it, and so will you. There's nothing better than food that comes to you on its own. So it's up to you. Do you cook him? We're just going through the tutorial right now, because the tutorial is full of all sorts of stuff, just to give everybody an idea of how the game's played. And no, we're not gonna cook the imaginary hamster. No! I'm not a monster. We're not in the desperate situation yet. Keep the hamster around for a bit. Eat him later. Guess what, you suckers? It's food and water time. Good choice. The little furry guy can stay and fatten up. It'll make a bigger meal in a few days, and maybe your only source of food if you run out of cans. Alright. Food and water time. You might be faced with decisions that require you to use your equipment. However, sometimes you might find you don't have the one item that was supposed to save the day, so make sure you scavenge the right supplies for the blast. Keep in mind, every item can be used for something. What do you want to do today? Clean a rifle? Listen to the radio, or maybe play Shadow Bunnies using a flashlight. We don't have a flashlight. And sometimes, you know what? Maybe we'll hear something good on the radio. Maybe we'll hear Mr. New Vegas. Dolores is back. I'm sorry, did the military men who are helping us with this drill rough her up on purpose or something? Radio is critical to establishing communications with the U.S. Army, as well as for listening out for any trouble that might be headed your way. If you get lucky, maybe you'll catch some music too. Good news, everyone! The expedition is back. Sometimes they'll return with extra supplies, sometimes they won't. Other times, they'll come back with a nasty injury or even radiation sickness. Believe me, you don't want to get those. I hear glowing in the dark isn't as fun as it sounds. Oh no, ask Jason Bright. This time, your explorer was hurt, but they will recover after the proper use of a first aid kit. You can use one during rationing. Well, since Dolores missed Food and Water Day, she can get some food and water, and we'll give her the first aid kit. But she's going back on the 4-day schedule with everybody else. You need at least one alive adult to keep going. If you send your only survivor to the surface, you won't know what's happening in your bunker until they come back. And when they do, your shelter might already belong to someone else. A decent padlock may protect it, but not for long. This was a busy day. Take your time and get some sleep. If you made it this far, you're doing great and have a chance of getting out this foxhole. Hopefully soon, but don't quote me on that. I plan on this being a long stream. Plan on going till like about close to 9 o'clock. I've only just said someone outside, but let's give it another go today, shall we? The first time you were only asked to pick one unlucky one brave volunteer to save the day. This time you will also get a chance to equip your explorer with some useful gear. Feed your troops, and I'll see you at the entrance. Dolores, no, you're back on the 4-day system with everybody else. Anything can be useful outside, and some items can improve scavengers' chances of survival. Notice you have a suitcase, that's handy. With a suitcase, your explorer can carry more. Go ahead, pick someone. Let's send Mary Jane out. It's revenge for that damn tuba. Here, she can take a map. This. And you can pretend to wave the rifle at people, you know? They won't notice that. Most people don't know if a gun's already loaded from far away. I mean, we have no ammunition. But sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between a loaded gun and an unloaded gun. Most people aren't willing to take that gamble. Warning, people, you're probably asking yourself one simple question. What's the point of sitting in this atomic shelter? Why don't I leave? Well, leaving is a death sentence. If the radioactive sickness doesn't kill you, then the giant scorpions will. You can trust me on that. Your one chance is our boys arriving to rescue you. So every good citizen needs to do one thing. Seek contact with the U.S. military and await a rescue. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Dolores, I told you, you're back on the 4-day thing with everybody else. You can wait. Everybody gho's here gets food and water tomorrow. No, the rescue ain't coming today, but we'll get you there. We'll get you eventually. You need to keep your radio operational and be ready to venture into the wastes. However, you also need to be careful. It might not be only our soldiers out there. There could be bandits, or worse, commies. Just imagine what'll happen if the Reds discover you. So let's agree to the rules for this drill. You can only open this door if someone knocks 2 times. Am I clear? 2 knocks. But what if the 3 knocks means it's Girl Scouts and they got cookies? I've been in need of some Thin Mints lately. Mary Jane's back. Did you learn your lesson about the damn tuba? Someone tried drawing Dolores. You'll need to remember that some days will be very intense. A lot of things will happen that you'll need to be prepared for. That's why any day that gives you a break is a blessing, and you'll need to make sure you make the most of it. Eat, drink, and relax while thinking about all those commie bastards who don't have comfy bunkers like you. That always gets me through the day. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning this shelter from the surface. Our expedition went directly to visit the primary school. Not for education, of course. Oh no! We were desperate for supplies, and the school was our best chance of getting them. Biology class had an aquarium. Fish had died. Oh. The aquarium water could still be drinkable. There's enough for a few bottles. The teacher was a World War II veteran. He kept some of his war trophies and memorabilia in his office at school. This includes grenades, a bazooka, and a fully functional gas mask. Nice. When we were passing through the ruins of a bar, we ran into a soup vending machine. We couldn't find any spare change, so we decided to try paying with checker pieces. It worked! And everybody gets food and water today. Everybody gets food and water. Everybody eats. Everybody drinks. As long as you keep your shelter stocked and remain cautious, you should be okay. However, every choice you make may come back to bite you on the ass, even after a few days or weeks. Consider your options carefully. This is a drill, but if the nukes start dropping, it'll be a totally different story. Yes, it will. Day 9. If I were you, I'd check the door. Our extraction team might be coming for you any day now, but be careful. This is a post-apocalyptic scenario, and you never know what's coming. Everybody's on the 4-day system, ladies. Come on. Someone's at the door. You can hear several knocks. Yeah, it's 3 knocks. It ain't opening. True, but we'll be going through the normal mode. I just want to get through the tutorial so that way, again, people have an idea who may not be familiar with the game know how it's played. Because I'm going to be starting to upload the one-offs, too. She needed the ammo. Again, people are normally not willing to take a gamble if someone's waving a gun around and want to take a gamble of whether or not it's loaded. Good call, that wasn't the knock you were waiting for. Caution at all times. Remember that. Be cautious, apply yourself, and maybe you and your family will be just fine. Or at least most of you. As you were counting imaginary sheep in your head, another series of knocks broke your concentration. Someone is really hammering on your door and probably not taking no for an answer. 2 knocks. 2 knocks. Yes, we're opening the damn door. I might eventually go get some water. And that's the end of the tutorial. Good job, you're safe and sound with our brave soldiers, and now we can all have some apple pie. You deserve it. Apple pie fucking sucks. We survived! Now let's go into the real damn game. Water! Essence of life, basis of survival! Who left the pizza on the damn roof? Timmy! Alright. Go for Apocalypse. You know what? Let's go with Dolores, and we're gonna go on normal with the Fat Man difficulty. Bad smell, toxic fog. Yeah, we already read the gas mask one. It's getting ready to start. Really? The bathroom? Really? We got bug spray. Dolores, go! Run, bitch! Get the kid. Get the husband.
No.
And is that Hellboy? Fucking Hellboy? I don't know. No, I thought that was Hellboy. I don't know. I thought that was gonna be like a Hellboy thing. No, that's just... Alright, radio. Gun. Water bottle. To the shelter. Soup. Soup. Water. Water. Gas mask. So get the gas mask, woman! Checkerboard. Go. Go, 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 go. Made it! Just barely made it! Oh, it's a very difficult game on no matter what difficulty you're on. Medkit for all injuries ranging from paper cuts to decapitations. Day 1. One happy family. Timmy, what the hell are you staring at? All of us made it to into the shelter at just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves were already stocked. We can't really say we recall putting all these supplies here, but we're definitely going to put them to use. We got a med kit. True, but what kind of monster would I be if I left my family to die? Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. It's Timmy. We're very worried about him. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We'll have to ration it strictly. We're rationing everything strictly. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're pretty sure this is a good amount of supplies. Nope, 4-day system, people. Get used to it. About that trip to Nevada we've been postponing for a while. Maybe we should go there. That's our first stop after we get out of here. I don't know, man. I hear the Securitrons are a real problem there. The fuck was that? Is someone knocking at our shelter door already? Already? Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. 4 days, people. Everyone's doing fine. But what kind of monster would I be if I left them there? Besides, we need one adult survivor alive in order to get any sort of good ending. So having both adults there mean we have a better chance of beating the game. And having the kids there means we at least have guaranteed to have either 2 meat shields or 2 things to throw at the wasteland for expeditions. Speaking of expeditions, who's gonna be the first and who's gonna be the first potential sacrifice? We had noticed the most curious visitors today. One of them making the sounds of a galloping horse using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. Oh, it's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yes! They claim to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup, only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. Sorry, King Arthur. We have no map. Alright, see you in a bit. Although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down shrubberies. Absolutely great. Everyone's gonna get food and water tomorrow. Well, except for whoever we're sending out. Mary Jane for that damn tuba. You get a gas mask, that's all you can take. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Alright, everybody gets food and water. Chill out. That radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. We all agree on that if it's refusing. No, because then we're gonna fucking break the damn thing. Don't touch it, you idiots. We're sure they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. Everyone's good. Don't need a ration now. Shit, we sent Mary Jane out with the gas mask. Good news, everyone. The government just announced that we'll be dropping crates filled with supplies in our area. Finally, they are useful for something. We should head out to grab those crates as soon as possible. Grabbing some protection gear might not be a bad idea. We have no gas mask. We sent the sacrifice out with it. Just to have a better chance of her coming back with something. Maybe a map. Because if you have a map, you can actually select where they all go. It's too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to radio. The static is so relaxing. Everyone's doing fine. Everything is shaking. Cans are jumping all over the place. This had happened after we drank that delicious wine for supper a few weeks back. It would seem perfectly normal. It's either another nuke or a quake. Either way, we need to grab something. Radio. Save the radio! Earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and our daily dose of radio static. We were able to grab before it could fall down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we won't know until we clean this place up. Yeah, it does not look like it's in good condition right now, and... Timmy, have you been outside? Did you see a Brahmin? He drew a Brahmin. Y'all get food and water tomorrow. It's not easy to be calm in these circumstances. Hopefully we will keep our peace, or else we might need to act like wolves. Survival of the fittest and all. That was actually if that's the whole alpha and omega thing with wolves, that was actually proven to be a myth. The idiot who came up with that theory realized later on he was wrong and realized he was just, you know, watching wolves be parents. Which, if we're sending our children out to sacrifices, we're kind of failing at that. Being stuck in such a tiny shelter would make anyone a bit apathetic. We need to stay calm and await the rescue. Surely they're coming for us, right? Guess what, people? Food and water day! Drink up, eat up. After all the days we spent down here, we're not exactly clean, we smell bad. Use the bug spray. That's the closest thing y'all folks are getting to soap. Aww. I keep wondering who... Is it Timmy who's doodling in there? Adorable. Finally have a good use for that bug spray we brought down. It probably smells better than we do, so we can use it to become a bit more presentable. Smell-wise, anyways. Everyone's doing fine. You know what? Fine, we'll try to get in contact with the military. You once had them collapse on the people inside? Ooh. Mary Jane's back. Mary Jane? One, you brought us ammunition, which is good. But you notice a little something else? Mary Jane, you notice a little something else, young lady? What did you do? What did you fucking do? We made contact, the military is out there and they're coming for us. All we can do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. Mary Jane returned. We were surprised to find out the metro station wasn't exactly abandoned. It's inhabited by a group that uses bullets as currency. Oh, metro reference. They were armed and not overly friendly, but they're no bandits either. They allowed us to take a look around as long as we didn't touch any of their stuff. We wouldn't pass any opportunity to get some more water, so when we found the toilets, we did not hesitate. Oh, y'all didn't. Near the metro entrance, we discovered a tomato soup vending machine. Of course, we left most of our change in our other pair of trousers, but we took whatever we could. Metro traders took a special liking to our clothing. We were always proud of our dress sense, but in our opinion, during the apocalypse, you never say no to a package of fresh ammunition. Also, you could probably manage just fine without your undergarments. Mary Jane, no! 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 Child, no! No! Sure, there is a good chance, but child, no! Mary Jane, no! Bad, no! Bad on the adults, mainly, but child, no, you didn't! No! I never had that happen! No! No! Damn, our gas mask was damaged during the expedition. We spotted some sort of vehicle just down the street, but we couldn't get a good enough look at it in the dark. Maybe future expeditions will prove more fruitful. What's this? With further instructions, make contact with other wastelanders. Oh, I forgot we had that. Okay, Mary Jane, you'll get a little food. What happened? What happened? What happened? Our teenage daughter sold her underwear for bullets. That's what fucking happened. She broke the gas mask and she sold her underwear for bullets. Child, no. No. Bad. Bad. We ain't letting her out for a while. Timmy, you're next. After we know it's safe to go out. We're gonna send Timmy out to answer that phone. Granted, that underwear thing can probably happen with any of them if you send them out and they end up getting to the Metro reference place. It's probably not just a thing of Mary Jane, but I regret setting her out now. Just for that. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. Alright. Everyone's gonna get water tomorrow. Yeah, we don't think Mary Jane should go outside. No, not for a while. No, can't start for an expedition yet. We have no gas mask now. Alright, yeah, sure, radio time. Once we had waded through all the static, we found a transmission that was hosted by some nut talking about conspiracies and saucer men from Mars abducting people. It was pretty amusing. Alright, food water day, people. Timmy, we don't have cake. We have tomato soup. Still radioactive out there. Mary Jane has been dropping hints that it's a special day for her today. We had to think about it hard, and after eliminating your average festivities, the anniversary of that great barbecue we had 3 years ago, and International Popcorn Day, we realized she was talking about her birthday. That means we need to get her a gift. What shitty parents. You forgot your daughter's birthday. I mean, I know we're sending our children out as sacrifices, but you forgot your damn kid's birthday. I know I'm playing God here with all your lives. But damn! Cold! Mary Jane loves cards. We thought she might get herself busy with solitaire, but she started doing card readings. Divination or not, if we don't figure out why the world has gone to hell, maybe she will. Everyone's already been fed. Mary Jane, we're on the 4-day thing. Deal with it. Still contaminated out there. As we were considering alternatives to the canned soup diet, a sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. It turns out we were visited by a band of survivors. They were all in pretty bad shape. How much food have we got? How much stuff we got? 3.5. We're gonna be nice to give them a med kit. This will at least give us an opportunity for the twins ending. This might come back to bite us in the ass. But they gave us a map. We've never seen anyone so touched by a simple gift. A minute later, those poor people were hugging us like there was no tomorrow. Quite possible, actually. And thanking us for the gesture, they were eager to repay us, and one of their group offered us a map of the local area they claimed to help them get here, so it brought luck upon whoever used it. Dolores is doing quite well, or she just can't find anything to complain about today. She seems like the type to constantly complain. Probably the type to start screaming at people for their managers. Still contaminated, as far as we know. Care about the future of our kids, we need to start homeschooling Timmy, or maybe shelter schooling is the right choice of words these days. We need to provide him with some radio material as soon as possible. We have checkers. You can use the pieces to start spelling out words. Timmy? Timmy, you're looking at us now. Good thing we have those checkers. They contain an instruction sheet. Perfect reading material for a young boy like Timmy. Who would have anticipated that reading those 3 sentences too many times over would fry his brain a little bit? Poor Timmy. Oh. I'll get food and water tomorrow. I don't want to risk anybody getting sick. Right, do we want to listen to the radio? Alright, fine, because we're going to get 1 of 2 endings here. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service, and guess what? Great news! The file outside is mostly gone! Good, we can send people out. Food and water time, people. We're gonna have to send somebody out soon. We're gonna have to send one of the adults out, probably. Shit, we have spiders. Spiders seem to be operating on the assumption that they all have the same rights to shelter as we do. They're everywhere and don't seem very scared of us. We have nothing for them. We fucked. We fucked. Am I gonna start seeing like spider webs or something around here? I see nothing. We decided we could get rid of the spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. Whew. Well, nobody got hurt, at least. Alright, fine. Fine, Mary Jane, you can have a little... No, save it. Ted, you go out. You can't take ammunition, but take the gun. Again, most people are not willing to take that gamble of whether or not the gun is loaded. Two days, people. 2 days you get your food and water. Hear that? Noises coming from below. It's probably the right time to check out the manhole in the corner. We have nothing. We are probably horribly fucked. Bitch, the fuck you just say about my mother in Morse code? Going through the tight, dark tunnel is not a good idea, especially those weird noises coming from it. They are giving us the creeps, even up here. Tomorrow, everybody gets food and water tomorrow. And we don't have a damn flashlight. Who's at our door? Signal has to wait. Besides, do you know how much flashlight batteries cost? Especially in this economy, especially after it was wiped out. Alright, you have a good night too, tiny fishies. Everybody eat, everybody drink. Young man knocked on our door today, asking for help. He said he has been watching us for a while, and he believes we're good and decent people, although he hoped he could meet in different circumstances. He could really send out Mary Jane. Well, she's not dead. She's letting her hair grow out a bit. Looks like she's gonna start listening to some MCR. The man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. He found the girl, threw her a weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. Crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us again soon. Still in the 4-day system. We have neither of those items. We can't do nothing. Hopefully Ted comes back soon. As we were running around looking— oh no. Do we have some soup left. Ted needs to come home. You know what? Fuck listening for the government. We need an axe. Man, fuck the government. Ted? You coming home, buddy? Better get some food and water tomorrow. Hopefully this is enough to last. You know what? Actually, having the armed spider hunting lady on our side is actually a good idea. I'm not gonna read— I'm gonna save my throat. I'm not gonna read everything out. Ah, shit. He's back, but he's sick. She could hurt us, but she didn't. That counts for something, so we reward her with our spare ammo. Let's see if she keeps her word. Ted has returned safely from his voyage to the surface. We were cautiously exploring the neighborhood when we got cornered by a scary-looking thug with a shotgun. The odds weren't in our favor until a crate fell outside and dropped right down on the bandit. Excellent timing, government aid! A food drop, that's what we need! Yes! And water, yes! And a first aid kit. And another radio! Oh great, someone followed us. Ooh, we're observing the vehicle. Alright. Ted healed up. Soup, water. Still not quite enough. We're gonna have to send Dolores out next time. Yesterday during Strays, we learned that Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell— I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna shelter school her a bit. I have no idea how to even say that. Oh god, who's sick now? Nobody but damn Timmy! Dolores does not mess around. What started out as a spelling exercise has quickly found its way to a math revision, followed by a short physics course, and ending on tinkering random objects in the shelter. Mary Jane looks exhausted, but we can't deny the state of our shelter has improved greatly. Has improved today. Yeah, it made us a damn new gas mask. Nice. Alright, Dolores, it's your turn. We're gonna send you out with the axe. Don't die. For the love of the gods, don't die. Timmy has been adding more and more art to our walls. Okay, everyone's still hungry, still tired. Water, yes, take our playing cards. We need that food, we need that water. Hey, we almost made it a full month in game. Everyone gets food and water tomorrow. Hopefully the food will last us. Our situation is getting worse every day. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eyes. No teacher from a local school rescues as much as kids when the bombs fell. Do we want to steal? We're that damn desperate, so yes. We need food. Oh shit, who got shot? Nobody. We had to do this for the family. It had to be... Only water. Only water. You fuckers, we need food. We need food. Trader alert! Timmy's salvage comics books are mostly harmless science pulp fiction. However, some of them don't feature the brave Astro Citizen program astronauts, but cosmonauts! The horror! The boy is eating up Soviet propaganda! What a disgrace. Should he banish Timmy to the wasteland for his traitorous ways? Close the blasphemous comics? No! We need kindling. Okay, I might actually go till 8:30 this. Timmy? Timmy, I know we got mad at you for reading communist propaganda, but, there's no reason to do that. Unless you're trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood, in which case, good on you, son. We graciously allowed Timmy to stay in the shelter despite his actions. We believe in the power of rehabilitation and second chances. Also, we're running out of toilet paper, and these propaganda books will do nicely. We don't have a damn flashlight. Where's Dolores? The signal has to wait. Besides, yeah, we know. We don't have soup to give you. Go away. We don't even have really enough soup for ourselves. We kind of have to hope Dolores comes back. Grandparents always told us to never buy anything. Yeah, yada yada. Filler text. Every new smell attacks her nose. Okay, we're gonna open up that brick because there's often enough times a small chance of a can of soup. Well, this is supposed to be like a this is supposed to be like a family in the middle of like the Red Scare, where America was very much heavily anti-Soviet Union, anti-communist, where they were doing everything in their power to demonize communism as much as they could. That's kind of the time period this is taking place in. But sort of an alternate future where the Soviet Union got tired of our shit and decided to throw bombs at us. Yes, we got soup! Everybody celebrate! We have soup. And too much damn water. Open in the name of freedom, came the shout outdoors. Yeah, no, we don't open the door for anybody screaming open in the name of freedom. Dolores? Honey, you're back! Tell me you brought soup. She brought soup! On the edge of town, there used to be a big parking lot. Now it looks more like a junkyard. Most vehicles are completely wrecked or burned down. We figured it was still worth checking out. Under the burnt remains of the picnic table, we found some bottled water. Alright. It seems like the bomb interrupted someone's picnic. Thankfully, they were big fans of tomato soup, and the indestructible cans were scattered about all around the parking lot. There was a really nice motorbike standing a bit to the side next to the car wrecks. Or rather, it used to be nice. There's not much left of it now. Upon inspecting the bags attached to the bike, we found a working flashlight. Nice! And we lost the damn axe. And we've been followed again. How's Dolores doing? She's not thirsty? Everybody's gonna eat in a couple days. Alright, Timmy's in good enough health, we could send him out again. Our previous expeditions reported a strange vehicle nearby, and the last trip to the surface confirmed this discovery. It's an armored and weaponized tank. No wheels, no gas, just wasting away out there. How about we turn to an art project? Gamer Putty Cat, this your tank? You been working on your tank, Gamer Putty Cat? This yours? We found it. We found your tank. Might want to come get it. We're gonna go claim it. You're gonna go claim it with the rifle. You wanna take that gamble? Oh, cheat! Did we shoot something or did... Fuck! We stormed the local decoration store, shouting battle cries and shooting wildly, at least until the rifle jammed. We found all the American flags and banners we could ever ask for. The vehicle could lead a 4th of July parade or something if it had wheels, that is. Well, we're decorating your tank for you. Okay, looks like we have to give Dolores some water. Thankfully we have water to spare. I meant to just click her. Thankfully we have the water to spare. Yeah, we decorated your tank for you. Sorry, but we decorated your tank. It looks much more American now. Looks like a 4th of July parade threw up all over it. Timmy, you're going outside. What can we can't arm you with anything. We're gonna send you out with the gas mask, alright? Don't do nothing dumb. Okay, 35. Food and water tomorrow, everybody. Food and water tomorrow. Can't you do this? We can't do this. We don't have the damn book. Ted, we only been here for over a month. How the fuck you got that full of a beard already? And so we are left with no photos, no news, and no happy thoughts. The world's too cruel. Don't worry, everybody gets food and water today. We got a little bit scared today when all of a sudden our map just fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted when the map... Ooh, yes. Open the safe. There might be soup. Was there soup? No, we had a gun. Do I need to have a talk with one of you? This is worrying. Ted, we don't have a damn medkit. Daughter stepped on his face and he panicked. Ted and Mary Jane refused to apologize and move on, instead went straight into a state of paranoia. Seemed to think Mary Jane had an app for him, while Mary Jane claimed it was Ted's face that hit her foot and not the other way around. It's like both of them will sleep with one eye open tonight. Well, hands on deck, there are people on the other side of the door and they don't seem too friendly. Oh boy. Gun. Are they gonna take that gamble? Do they want to take that gamble? Or is this gamer Putty Cat coming back for his tank? Shit. We were able to defend our home this time. What if they come back? Chased them off for now. Everybody gets food and water tomorrow. Chill out. Alright, fine. We'll use the damn flashlight this time. Maybe they'll send us soup. Can we get some soup? Ah, shit. We lost the kid. Everything was going as planned, but then the flashlight stopped working. We were lucky to get it fixed just in time to hear the roar of the plane's engines. He's not coming back. Damn it. Well, next to send out is Mary Jane. Being safe out down here is much better than being pulverized out there. But that doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Maybe we should take a walk soon. The neighborhood's probably much more peaceful since the bombing. Well, we lost one of the fucking kids. Oh, Dolores, growing the hair out. Looks nice. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Oh shit, I forgot to food and water them yesterday. Shit. Okay, we're good now. And the cats are fighting. Gonna send Mary Jane out again. What did I send her out with? I think I forgot to send her out with stuff, didn't I? Shit, I was clicking on autopilot. Okay, we're still gonna feed everybody on day 44. Oh shit, we have nothing. Here goes Dolores. Shit, we just got Ted and probably Mary Jane. Shit. This might be revenge for the tank. I'm sorry, Gamer Buddy Cat. Alright, we're gonna help those doctors. We are kinda screwed right now. If Ted dies, it's over. Well, we kind of have to set Ted out. Please tell me you brought back something we need. You brought us back... Shit, Mary Jane's gone. Great googly moogly, it went to shit. Not sending Ted out. Shit, the bandits are back. Yep. Fuck. Well, we made it over a month. We lost everybody. I think that was revenge for the tank. Oh my god, it's decorated! It's decorated! The main menu changed, it's decorated! I have never seen that before! Granted, I haven't played much of this game, but I have never seen that before. The tank actually changes. Alright, let's try that again. Apocalypse. Still on normal. We're going with Dolores again. Might be the only other run we do tonight, but we're gonna try. First thing we're gonna do is grab Mary Jane so we can get the tuba to stop. Actually, she's right there. Hey, honey, you're next to the gas mask and ammunition and everything. Good. Good, we got the ammo. Grab the boy. Grab the gun. Grab the mans. Grab the book. food, and water. We grab gas mask. Gas mask. I know I saw the padlock. Padlock. Throw that in. Fire axe. Shit, I don't think we have really any time for anything else because I got stuck there. Alright, go. Go. Bitch, get in the shelter. Oh, apparently I just unlocked an achievement. Nice. Soup can be stored up to 737 years. No, it cannot. All of us made it to the shelter. All right, we have a med kit down here. We don't have much water, but we have plenty of soup. All right. First day in the shelter. Hopefully everybody gets comfy. Damn, Ted, you grow a beard fast. Some mornings we feel a bit hopeless. We need to pull ourselves together and be more optimistic. The army can't be far. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores... Alright. Everyone's good. Everyone's good. Alright. Once again, we're gonna send Timmy out first. Oh dear, we just remembered we planned on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we are going, right? We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. They do. Our relocation is probably something we'll have to discuss after we get out of here. Everyone's getting food and water tomorrow. Except Timmy, he's going out. He can go out to eat. And I forgot to send him with the damn gas mask. I was auto-clicking. I was on autopilot. Food, water. Played hide and seek the longest round. They tried playing hide and seek. Something's missing. Let's see. Fan hum, check. Strange noise, star pipes, check. Oh, Dolores hasn't spoken for a while. That's it, and it's really strange. Alright, talk to Dolores. Make sure she hasn't gone insane already. Talking to Dolores helped resolve some of her issues and doubts. She feels better now. Safe down here is much better than being polarized out there, but that doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Alright. Fill our text, fill our text. Timmy, you better get your ass down here soon. We don't want to declare you dead. Everyone gets food and water tomorrow. Everyone's fighting. I want to know who's drawing, because now it's not Timmy. Oh, hey, the phone. Yes, we're gonna send somebody out to answer that damn phone. Food, water. We'll send Mary Jane outside to answer the phone. Kid's back. Sick, but he's back. When we answered the phone... Yep, okay, so we started getting working towards the twins ending. Government's dropping supplies for survivors in the area. They are marked by smoke flares, can easily be seen, but most of them are barely reachable. We got food! We got water! And a radio. And we've spotted the tank. Alright. Medkit. Food. Mary Jane's going on next, this time we are. Well, we're gonna use the rifle, because apparently we found a secret door. Tell me we didn't break it. Good. first thing you do when you open a door leading to a place you don't know? Open fire! Our bullets struck the wall, and guess what? We hit a water pipe. We were able to fill a few water bottles with all the water that trickled from the bullet holes. "2 days. Tell me you can make it 2 days, Timmy." So Mary Jane with the gas mask. Don't break it this time, and don't sell your underwear! Alright, Timmy, fine. You can have a little bit of water ahead of time. But after that, you're back on the 4-day schedule with everybody else. Well, we got plenty of soup. We can give it to them. Yeah, I might actually just go for 8:30. And we got a map. Food, food, water, water. We just set Mary Jane out with the damn gas mask, so we can't go get that. She better come back. It's too dangerous to go out there without any protection. Timmy's very hungry. He's rested. We're not wasting the ammunition on that. Shit! Of course I get punished for it. Shit. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Might get a med kit. Shit. No, they gave us soup. Everybody gets food and water tomorrow. Alright, fine. Here's the radio. I might have already fucked myself over on this run. We made contact. Everyone's gonna get food and water. Listen to the radio again. Hope and pray by some miracle everybody beats the sickness. All outside's gone. Where the hell is Mary Jane? Keep listening to that radio. Mary Jane's back and she probably ain't happy. And good, she brought back the gas mask, but she did not bring us back a med kit. She brought us back food though. They gave us a checkerboard and a flashlight. Send Timmy. He better come back alive, people. Good. Okay, we're working towards the twins ending now. Food and water tomorrow. Send Dolores out with the axe. By some miracle, she'll come across a traveling doctor with a med kit. Everyone's gonna get food and water. Mutated rodents! Get the gun. Well, fuck, the gun's busted. I'll go wait a few more days for more food. We're not trading the padlock. That's like our one thing that's probably going to keep us safe from a bandit attack. Oh, we can actually use the scout book for this. Everybody gets food and water tomorrow. Today they got into an argument about movie characters, essentially who would win an ultimate battle, mutated Godzilla or mutated King Kong. It's a tricky one for sure, and the debate is heated. Who will come out on top? King. Mutated Godzilla. Kong got lucky in Godzilla vs. Kong. Oh, that is sweet. We got a family photo decoration. Mary Jane uses small bits and pieces from her pocket to award points for arguments and track the debate's progress. Between the bunch of buttons, dust bunnies, and some rocks. Oh, we found rifle bullets. Yes, everyone's gonna eat and drink today. Don't worry. Hopefully Dolores comes back soon. Offer him the scout book. We got the picture out of it. But we still have plenty of food and water now. Well, we have plenty of water. The food situation's getting a little dire. And we can try and signal the aircraft with the flashlight. And hopefully get out of here before somebody dies. Hi, Panda Boy, how are you doing? Dolores is back and she's still fucking sick. She brought back the axe, though. Find inside, check out what we can find between the rubble in our backyard. Our poor lawns and flowers. Once the object of desire, the whole neighborhood now reduced to nothing more than radioactive ashes covered by debris. There really isn't much left here. The only tree that's left is completely burnt out. In a hollow area inside the dead husks, some mutated three-tailed squirrels made their home. They're pretty good at collecting stuff. Hope they don't mind us borrowing a few things. Can of soup. We used to barbecue here almost every weekend. The barbecue itself somehow found its way onto a power line in front of our house, and it's unreachable. Our garden table is mostly destroyed. Under bits and pieces of charred wood, we found a few things that could prove useful. A harmonica. The garage still has 2 walls left, but most things inside are gone. Not even the bicycles made it through the blast, but weirdly enough, the baskets installed on top of them did. We found some leftover supplies from our last bicycle trip. Ah, shit, we've been spotted and followed. I can't do anything about the people who are sick. 2 more days, y'all get food and water. Alright, gonna use the flashlight. I think this might be for the dog. I heard barking! Pupper! Decided to check out what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog! The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door to let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully it'll come back later. We got a dog! We found a dog! This run is good. We found dog. Everyone gets food and water tomorrow. Everybody but Ted. No, everybody but Mary Jane. You know what? We're gonna send Mary Jane out. Save her from the plague rats. Mary Jane went outside, and I forgot to send her with shit. Damn it. Everyone's gonna get food and water. Siblings have visited us today. They told us they're searching the town for a safe place that would do well as a possible camp. So far, their group has been living in a tent, but they're picking up more wastelanders every day, and they simply don't have enough space. They mentioned that a map of the neighborhood could be very useful. You know what? We're gonna help them out. I'd like to get the twins ending. If possible. Okay, still working towards that twins ending. Not time for food and water yet. Oh shit. Save the gas mask. Fuck everything else. Well, damn it. Everyone's gonna get something to eat and drink in 2 days, okay? You know what? We're gonna take a chance with this traitor. A cat? Sharkov! Fact. We have a cat now. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. What's that glowing in your pocket, Timmy? Oh no! Mutated ants! The terrifying little mandibles almost gave Dolores a heart attack. She wants them out. 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 Get them out. Y'all are sick enough. Hi, Sharkov. Everyone's gonna get food and water. Timmy claimed he couldn't sleep last night due to loud and incessant snoring. Ted angrily retaliated by making quips about the size of Timmy's ears, which enraged Timmy even more. He says for a solution, checkers. Yeah, we have a cat now. His name is Sharkov. I don't know what to do with him. I mean, we can't turn him into food. Shit, Mary Jane's dead. Timmy eventually settled for jamming checker pieces to his ear. Not what the doctor would order, but it did the trick. He slept well, although one of the pieces is missing this morning. Is it still stuck in his ear? And more importantly, can we still play checkers without it? Probably. We'll try to send somebody out. We had a chance to meet the strangest person today. He looked just like a human, except with triple the amount of hands necessary. We listened to his story about a group of folks just like him who are having a hard time scavenging supplies. You know what? Give him the water. We got plenty of water, but we need soup. Oh, hi, Sharkov. You know what? He's gonna help. You know what? If something happens, if the bandits show up, he can help defend us. Send Timmy out with the gas mask. Sharkov, you keep moving. What do you plan on doing? Food and water tomorrow, Dolores. Sharkov's still a fresh addition to our little family, so we need to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, just today we know something else on its collar. Seems to be a metal plate with an address on it, and it's not far. Should we take a quick trip and see what's there? Yes. Let's see where Sharkov came from. Sharkov? Fuck, where's the cat? Before we reached the end of our street, we were stopped by two men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. We rushed towards the cab to pick him up, saying they've been looking for him for a while now. Supposedly, Sharkov belongs to an old lady who's rather fond of it and misses the little guy dearly. We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached to it the last few days. I got attached! Give us back the give us back the damn cat. There's no way. The old lady bed's alive. Give us back the damn cat. Food, water. Send Dolores out to go check those directions. Maybe we'll get lucky. We probably didn't get lucky. We just got a set of checkers. Ooh. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who do the honors stealing possessions of our Ration lists, Dolores? Medkit! Someone's not gonna be sick anymore. You know what, Dolores? We're going out and getting that here. We don't have the damn book. Sherikov? He's back! He's back! He's back! Sherikov, baby, you're back! We didn't have anything to read in the shelter, but gave the siblings our word that we would look around. They thanked us and agreed to come back some other time. To our surprise, found Sherikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates, our kind hearts, optimism, or just our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. Shit, did I forget to feed him? I forgot to food and water him. Sherikov considers our shelter its home now, we might as well try to get along. We could try to carry it around and pet it on the head. All cats like a good pet, and Sherikov should hopefully be no exception. Otherwise, any attempt to touch a cat could lead to our untimely deaths. So, you know what? Pet the cat! Pet the cat! He doesn't sound angry. We actually rubbed its head before it ran away in panic. It was nice and soft. They say petting a fluffy animal is good for you, and sure enough, we feel slightly better. Ah, but he got rid of some of our water. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sherikov found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out. Plaster debris fell on our table, topped off with a big meowing fur ball. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. Cat might get angry and take away the wire, so maybe it's best to leave it be. Or should we examine the wire? Yes! What have you have in your mouth, Sherikov? Oh, Timmy's back. What'd you bring back, son? We followed the wire outside and found a half-burned out truck with two surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an array of blinking bulbs. That's some space tech right there. Were they listening in on us from our very own shelter? The feeble excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knows you can't have picnics here, and the cart had no wheels. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Our new mutated friend kept his word. He brought a few friends along when he had a fun during the trip, and most importantly, everybody came back safe and sound. We waved them goodbye, hoping to see them again someday. Aww. We used to visit our local cinema so often that we could travel there blindfolded. It wasn't that surprising when this was where our feet took us, almost without involving our brains in the process. When we recognized the signs of the food stand sticking from between the rubble, we were hoping to find some popcorn. There was none, but the tomato soup dispenser was still working. Yay. Somebody had a strict policy of not bringing your own drinks to the movie hall. Seems like somebody broke the rules a little. We found a lot of bottles in the last row of the hall. Some were even full. Under one of the seats, we found a deck of cards. Must have been a really boring movie if someone felt the need to bring a game to the screening. Breaking your leg amongst ruins is not difficult, and the cinema wasn't helping. If it wasn't for our hawk eyes and cat-like reflexes, the flashlight abandoned in the middle of the movie theater passage could have proven lethal. And yeah, we were followed. I forgot to food and water them yesterday, didn't I? Yeah. We're gonna have to send one of the adults out. Agents who are spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Alright, fine. You know what? We'll listen to the explanation. Ted, cough in their faces more. This might be the last day we do in stream, because yeah, my throat is starting to hurt. They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us they're on a top-secret government mission. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top-secret government safe house so we help them with some of their top-secret missions. They assured us that they'd contact us again with more details. Alright, yep. Send Ted out. But I do believe that is going to have to be it for tonight. For those of you who did tune in, I do hope you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon for some more Dragons Builders Hub, so I do hope to see you there if you can make it. Follow me on Tumblr and Twitter at #Dragons, and join our Discord for any updates to the stream schedule, some ship posting, memery, life things, all that lovely stuff. and subscribe to my YouTube channel for any Twitch highlights and VODs I happen to upload up there. But, as always,